Oh, I was driving by and I haven't been here in so long, this Dollar Tree. So we're gonna go inside and look around. Oh, look, they got a monitor up there. Oh, that's me. Hi, it's Robbie from Southern California. Hello. Oh, you know what? We're gonna turn around and check out the seeds. Now, I have gone to this one, but I think it's been over a year. So let's see what they've got. Really picked over, but I'm not really looking for seeds right now. Oh, California poppies. That's really cool, but I'll think about it. They sound good. And let's see, zinnias, I grow so many. Larkspur. Let's see what else they've got. So what we're gonna do is, I have no idea how long we're gonna spend here. We're just gonna look around. So you're gonna kind of follow me around and we'll see what they've got. Because this is a pretty big Dollar Tree. Oh, lettuce, premium seeds. So these cost more, let's see. Beans. I've got so many seeds, I'm gonna go through what I've got before I buy any more, unless I see something special. I don't. 3 for $1.50. Yep, cauliflower, let's pick this up. Peppers, no, I've got plenty from Walmart and Aldi. I'm growing those. I like the small peppers. They taste really good. Hot peppers. I've got hot peppers at home that I'm growing. Black copra. No, I don't see anything. Do they have any squash? Okay, so let's see what they've got here. All right, so let's kind of mosey around. And look how big this store is. And notice how you can see over, so you can see people walking around, which I don't see anybody. Cute, cute. So they've got a lot of Easter stuff in now, of course. $1.50. And this is their craft department, I guess, for Easter, which is really, I mean, it's okay. Oh, they're out of the spinners. Pinwheels, I should say. Let's see. More Easter stuff. What's over here? Oh, baskets. Oh, those are pretty, but they're not $1.50. They're more money. So we're going to kind of look through. I don't know how your Dollar Tree is, but this way you can compare and see if yours is like this one. This isn't the one I usually go to. It's just that I had an errand to run, and I figured, you know what? It was nearby, and I was going to stop. That's not bad. You can almost make a fountain out of that. Look at the divots. It would hold water. I don't know. I'd really have to think about how I'd want to do that. So let me see. I don't know if I like the colors, though. It's not bad. Okay. And they've got a lot of other things. I've got eggs. I already did the egg fountain, and so I'm not going to do another egg fountain right now. I would like to do something different. And they've got a lot of different baskets. Baskets are always nice. That's the one I already have. You know, I bought that one 2 years ago, and it's still going strong for my birds. All right, so let's see what they've got over here. Now, if I'm going a little quick, you know, I don't mean to, but the thing is, I don't want to be here for hours. Okay, so they still have the eggs all in pastel colors. Those are the ones I made the fountains out of, or I made a fountain for the birds. Don't need that today. Lots of eggs. Let's see what's on this side. You know, I have never made a fountain yet out of those cups down there, and I'm starting to think about it. I've got really good ideas, because as it stands, it won't work. But the way my brain is working right now, I think I figured out a way it would work really good. So we'll see. Don't think I'm going to do that today. Outdoor fun, $1.75. You know, their garden department used to be bigger. I don't see anything here that I feel that I have to have. These are cute. I haven't seen these. They're metal. And boy, I kind of put a frog there and just sprayed over them, didn't they? Well, what do you expect for $1.50? Ladybug. I mean, they're cute. But the metal will rust out, so it depends on how you want to use that. Let's see what else they've got there. Different flower pots. Nothing that's jumping out at me today. This is mainly just to see what they've got. I don't have anything offhand, in mind that I'm here for. Okay, these are bigger. These are $1.50 a package? I guess so. Yep. And they've got the potting mix. I would not get it here. You can get a big bag for a pretty good price. And we're going to go over potting mix too, because that's not the best anymore. It works, but I think we can do better, but we'll see. Okay, garden flags. Nothing that says buy me today. A lot of their hooks are empty, so they have sold quite a bit of stuff. Those cutters on the bottom for $1.50, they do work, but they don't last long. White. That's interesting. Every year I always see them in black. I've never noticed them here in white. I don't know if I need any in white, but that's different. Notice the white kind of disappears. You don't really notice it. Of course, the background's white here. And they've got the other stuff down there, decor, and look at all the flowers. Now, when I'm using them for shade, I like getting a lot of greenery. That's pretty. But any of these can be used just to shade plants. It is working so fantastic. Or to hold your tool up. So you've got something to drape the tool. The tool I buy, the big bolts for $10 for 40 yards, 54 inches wide. I always put the link underneath. That's where I buy mine. I've got so many people coming to me telling me they're buying it and saving their plants. Well, the flowers holds it up really nice. Okay, so make sure if you want tool for your garden, if you're gardening, go into my description and find it there because that's the best price. All right, so cups. Now I do the 2-cup system. I've done it forever. And sometimes I just use it to propagate or grow new seeds. And sometimes I don't use it in 2 cups. I can actually stand the cups in something else. But today I'm just kind of looking through. Now keep in mind, isn't that cool? That's a scooper. You could use that for scooping soil, for small containers. We can look at a lot of stuff in here. And it can be used for gardening. It can be used for anything. Birds, look at that, balls, $5. So you don't always go to the garden department to find what you need for the garden. And if it's for birds or your, decor in the garden, it's not always in the garden department. All right, now let's look at the kids' toys. I have found some super cool stuff to make fountains out of in the toy department and covers for my hummingbirds. I don't see anything today. Now here, this is the stationery department. This has got stuff we need. See the clips? That will hold a lot of things. You can hold plants with those. You can hold tool in place with them. And when you buy those instead of clothespins, the plastic, it lasts forever. Look, they come in different sizes too. So that's not bad. I guess it's $1.50 now. But the point is, it lasts forever. Where your plastic clothespins, if you're holding tool on or holding up plants or whatever you're doing, it will break down in the garden. Let's see. Oh, they're cute. No, but not for my garden. Let's see what else. I have found toys in the past that were cups, like these big cups, and I planted in them. I haven't seen them get those again in years. Okay, they got fake food. I could fill it up with sugar water and offer it to the Orioles, but I'm looking to see if they have like pizza. I usually do a pizza tray. And you can probably find that in some of my videos. I'm just looking right now to see what they've got today. That's all we're doing here really, is to look. I don't think I'm buying anything. Unless I find something. Anything else? The little pails on the bottom. See there, $1.75 for toys. See the buckets? The thing is, it's $1.75 a bucket. And years ago, they had a 3-set. It was a game with a ball, and they really are good. But they've never gotten them in again. I don't see them. All right, let's see what's on the other side. See, not all the Dollar Trees have the same things. You would think they do, but I think it depends on how the manager orders as well. Okay, so this is going to be more money. And these are, floor mats, doormats. $6. Okay, cute. Especially if you love peeps. Really cute. I mean, you could use those for a planter, but again, these are like, what, $5? All right. I mean, it's always worth walking in and looking around. More floor mats, doormats. They're pretty, $5. I mean, they're really nice. Let's see what else I've got. It's a very neat store, isn't it? And you know what's nice? Look how wide the aisles are. Sometimes they're so narrow you can barely get 2 baskets by. Okay, that bird feeder. Oh, that plastic. It'll go in the sun quickly. And that one would last, but they're not going to really use those boxes. Can you imagine a bird nesting in a metal box? That'd get a little warm. Okay, so now they've got these bird baths or bird feeders. Those are pretty, but no, we could do better than $5. Metal spinners. I don't like spinners. I've had a couple people give me spinners and I put them out there, but I kind of usually stop the spinning. That's pretty. $5. I still have some I bought when the 99-cent store was going out of business. This was a 99-cent store, by the way. And then Dollar Tree took it over. No, spinners scare me because we have thousands of hummingbirds, and if they don't notice it and they fly in it, okay, got the picture? That's why I don't like spinners. Oh, metal. Let's see, a mesh folding table, $15. That's not bad. You put plants on top, it won't get full of water, it'll just drip down. That's not bad. Something to keep in mind. All right, more garden supplies. Let's see. More cups. $5? You know, I'll tell you something. You could do a lot better at Walmart or Target. Plastic. Looks like glass, but it's plastic. $6. If you need cups, check out Walmart. If you're going to plant a lot of, new seedlings. And then if you've got them from last year, I hope you washed them and kept them. $10? Okay, it must be... Wow, I'm surprised. I must not know the price of all this because I don't spend that much on laundry detergent. Oh, look at all the glassware. Oh, I've got ideas this year. Oh, I hope I can get to it. I didn't get to it last year. I have got a super cool fountain I make out of that. Oh, those are nice down there. Those are $3? Ooh. Not today. I just wonder if it would tip. It's kind of like very narrow on the bottom, and I think of weight, but I got to think about that. I think I've got one at home, very similar. Okay, and then they've got yarn. That is fabulous for tying up tomato plants and peppers, and I tie up my geraniums with them when they get leggy so I can put them in the direction I want. And it's cheap, and it will last you all year. That's the perfect color. Look at that, and they only have one left, but I still have so much. So keep that in mind. Yarn works wonderful. More glassware, $5. Glue guns. They never have anything I really want here. Let's see. They're okay. That's a lot of money for just a few stickers. And that's just my opinion. Okay. I'd rather print something up on the printer and then get some Mod Podge and, put it where I want. Oh, look, they still have the hummingbirds. Let's see what else they have here. I'm always looking for flowers, but small. I mean, the hummingbirds are perfect. I bought like 10 of these already, and I use them for bird baths and decorating flower pots. That's really cool because we don't find enough hummingbirds. So keep that in mind. Dollar Tree has these stickers, and they're gorgeous. It looks like a painting, and you can really do a lot with them. Is that not beautiful? Like I said, I would definitely buy it, but I already have a bunch. But they never get really small flowers, or flowers are so big, and I'm looking for something on a smaller scale. Okay, this is all, again, craftware for decorating for your florals. They've got different shells and pebbles and glassware, glass pebbles. So if you're doing a fountain or something for your plants, I love my rocks. Rocks really help in propagating. It holds moisture. So if you don't have rocks, that's another way of getting it. And then you got paint. Now, a lot of this paint is washable, but we can mix it with things. Anything that's really like Mod Podge, anything that's like a lacquer even, you can mix the paint in and then it will really stay on better on flower pots or whatever you're working with. Let's see what they've got here. It's also something you can use in the garden. You can clamp on tulle, flags, different things, flowers. Fake flowers if you need. Notice they don't have a lot. Like so much of it is empty. I wonder if they're not getting their stock in. Oh, fabric. I like looking. Now that's pretty. Look at the butterflies. Really. Oh, look at the chickens. Oh, how cute. A rooster, a hen with a baby chick. I have used fabric on my fountains. It works really good. I've made pockets on shirts with the fabric. So that's a good deal for $1, probably $1.25, $1.50. I'm not sure what they're still going for. Resin. See, we can if they've got clear resin, you can mix it in with any color paint and it will make your paint last better for small, work, flowers or different things. Okay, so they've got a lot of silk plants. Now this is what I like. A lot of greenery. That works beautiful. Oh, that's plastic. Plastic even lasts better. Again, I'm using so many fake plants around to protect young plants that are growing, and it's just wonderful. It looks good and it protects the plants. It's not just sticking something out there just to cover, and protect them. That really works good. Okay, are we going to do the whole store? I don't know. All right, let's walk down here quick. Automotive stuff. Again, there's going to be stuff for here in the garden that we can use. And they've got glues and epoxy. You could do resin too, but you have to work real quick with resin if you want to mix in paint. I've done it. All right, let's see. Electronic stuff. See, the whole shelf is empty. And 10-foot cord, $6. Outlets. Notice their cheap outlets never have USB plugs. Not for, a cheap price. If you want to get something with a USB plug or a USB-C, they're always so much more money. And light bulbs. Oh, fly swatter. Oh, they have a scanner here. Hold on. Just out of curiosity. That's good. I love when they have scanners. Okay, so let's see. How much is the fly swatter? $1.25. So you can still find things for $1.25. We're going to have check prices. I don't need it, but you can even use it for a decoration. $1.25. Hang up your fly swatter, stick it in something, and it looks like a decoration. All right, so they got gloves. The ropes. I've got that all over in the bird garden. Some of them are holding my feeders up. They're also crossed all over to keep the hawks out, but they never have the green. And when they get in the green, multicolored ones, it's kind of an olivey green, I buy them. Then they've got the zip ties we use in the garden and for projects. There's a tarp, $1.50, 4x6. Not bad if you need a tarp. Let's see what else they've got. Frames. You can always do frame work and stuff for the garden and hang things around. $5. You gotta think out of the box. All right, let's swing on the other side. I don't want to go up and down the aisles twice because literally we'd be here for 2 hours. Oh, that's so cute. I buy Zoe, my little Yorkie, cat toys because they're small. See how big they are for the dogs? She can't even carry them around. I got her one and she was so disappointed. She couldn't get her mouth around it to pick it up. So she gets mainly cat toys. But they have to do something or make noise. Here's another way you can get fabric. They make these bandanas for the dogs and they're different patterns. So if you're looking for a certain fabric, try that. All right, now we're gonna come over here and see what, just decorations. Okay, let's kind of see what else there is. Okay, nothing here I want. We're gonna go down here. Yeah, might as well. They've got some clothes. Oh, you know, sometimes you can find nice fabric with the pillowcases that they sell, or shower curtains, or you never know. Even socks. You know, I made those garden sleeves out of knee highs, so you could always find maybe something really interesting here. Look at all the different colors, and let's see what they've got. All right, well, something to think about. Not looking for that today, but I did make a video on that, how easy it was to make garden sleeves to protect your arms. All right, so they've got a lot of hair products, headbands, and different clips. Let's see, anything that jumps out, a mirror. I'm looking to see anything. There I am. I know a lot of you aren't interested in the hair products and shampoos and stuff, but I thought I'll just go down the aisle. You can compare this Dollar Tree to yours. Let's see what's on this side. I just don't understand all the empty shelves in here. I mean, it's a very neat, clean store. There you are again. We just saw that. But a lot of empty shelves. Maybe they're having problems getting the products, you know, for the price. I don't know. I really don't think they had a big run-in where everybody came and bought a bunch of stuff. Okay, solar lights. Let's see what they've got here. All different types. Look at them. Now that's at least something they've got for the garden that's nice. They're $1.50. That's interesting. I guess you pull the stake out and then you kind of stick it somewhere in a planter. Let's see what they've got here. Flower pots on top. We'll think about it. Lots of candy. Let's see over here. Now more baskets. So you've got to look around if you're looking for a basket or something. You know, make sure you look, because it's not always on the aisle you think it's at. It can be on end caps. Batteries. Let's see, the makeup. You know, there is something I'm looking for. Let's see if we can find it. It's really hard to find sometimes. Oh, look at that. You know, nail polish? You can paint things on flower pots with nail polish. I do a lot of different things with nail polish. All right, and toothbrushes. What do we use the toothbrushes for? The Hummingbird feeders. They work fantastic. Look, you're going to get, what, 6 for $1.50, I guess it is? They make really good cleaners when it comes to the Hummingbird feeders. I also bend the toothbrushes sometimes using a candle, a lit candle, you know, over the flame very slowly, because if you do it too much and it gets too hot, it'll break. All right, so let's see. Look at those brushes. Those are impressive. $1.25. You know, I do a lot of painting with that. Those chairs I paint and everything. I painted a whole bathroom with a 2-inch brush. It wasn't even 2 inches. It was one of these, the entire bathroom. Really cool. Why? Because I use very little paint, and I did it little by little. Wait a minute. Oh no, I thought I saw it. It's just the makeup I like, and I always go when they don't have the right color I want. There it is. Do they have it? There it is. Yep. Fair. That's the one I want. Let's see what this one is. Tan. Okay, you know what? Gee, I'd get them both because I like blending them, but I just bought some at my Dollar Tree. So I think I'm just going to get the one. They're so hard to get, and I found out why. I went online to buy them. You have to buy a case. I forgot what it is, 12 or 18? Look at that, they have a monitor. Recording. I'm watching you. And they're recording me. All right, anyways, as I was saying, you have to buy a case, and it comes to 3 colors. The light, the fair, the tan, and something else. And you don't have a choice. And that's why they're hard to find. So some people are looking for the darker concealer, then it's harder to get, because then they end up with all the ones they don't want, or you're looking for lighter and you've got the same problem. I will tell you, it's supposed to be for under eye, but my goodness, it goes on like that expensive makeup that they sell for like $40, $50. It really is nice. Anyways, let's keep looking. Candy and all that, cookies. I don't know. We can look really quick. There's nothing here, definitely nothing here I want. So, but you know, they have name brands, and that's what's nice if you wanted a small package. So they do have all different types. Let's look through. What do they have on this side? Now, once in a while, they get in something really cool. You know, oh, junior mints. No, I'm gonna be good. I don't need it. If I wanted it, I'd buy it, but no, I don't need it. I'm baking a lot of my own. I'm making my own desserts. All right, so let's go over here. Glasses. Boy, I'll tell you, this is a place to get glasses. If you don't need a real prescription, this works. And then you get a whole bunch of them, and you have them all over the place, and you got enough. So look at all the empty racks. Okay, so that's the food aisle. And then you got more candy here, and sodas, more sunglasses. Juices. Is it really juice? It's high fructose corn syrup and water. Cookies. Let's see. All right, let's head over here and see what they've got. All your pans. And then they've got wax paper, $1.50. Your cling wrap, aluminum foil. Let's see what's over here. Now, this looks like from New Year's. What is that? A silicone ring. Huh. Interesting. A lot of silicone now. Let's see what's over here. Now we are looking at their kitchenware, their kitchen supplies. Oh boy, I love the table mats. The placemats, sometimes you can just put them on your kitchen counter until they wear out. That's not bad. I've got a couple left, and that's probably one of my favorite colors because it's, I don't know, it just doesn't have a lot of print on it, and that's what I like. You can also make those tops and then staple on the tool. Go back and watch a video if you need that, and it works fantastic. And you can cut it. It's plastic, and I still have them from last year. Silicone. Well, that's nice. Look at that green for gardening. Look at all the silicone spoons. A ladle. Very small, but I mean nice. I like silicone. It takes heat too, which is really good. So what else do they have? Everything is red, white, or black, and gray. Be nice if they had other colors too. Look at all the balloons. Let's see what they've got here. Cutting boards, those are nice. I've kind of gotten away from plastic cutting boards. I don't like the idea of cutting into plastic and having my food on there. So I'm going more with the wood. Let's see what they've got here. What is that in blue? What is that? I have never seen that before. Air fryer waffle mold. So it's silicone. Look at that. $1.50? Oh, I am getting ideas. Oh my goodness. I like the color. I just like it. Oh, I'm going to have to get one. Is it $1.50 or $1.25? Will it fit in anything here? No, I don't want metal, but I want to get an idea on this. Oh, I got to think about this. I've never seen this before. Okay, we're getting those two things. See, I wasn't going to get anything, but if I see something I want, I definitely will get it. Let's see. Well, that's nice. I wonder how long it would last for. It's plastic. We've got a lot of oranges. Oh my goodness. Hundreds and hundreds of oranges, tangerines, and they're so good. I'm freezing some too now. I want to use more of my own fruit. Let's see, more silicone. This is a nice tray, I think. Kind of deep for me to make. I'm thinking of fountain right now. Though you could use it for a mold if you wanted to make molds out of it. Look at that. This is beautiful. With resin or something? But this, I'm going to really think about this. Oh, carpet squares. Do they have a lot? No. I'm even too embarrassed to say what we've done. You know, those are nice. So they're what? $1.50. But they don't have a lot of colors. Gary carpeted the house for me. I don't even want to, it's embarrassing. I don't even want to talk about it. It worked. But he's been carpeting the house with the carpet squares. because it was going to cost thousands and thousands of dollars for anything decent to have somebody come in and do it. So, okay, that's a backside. I thought it was the top. So no, I don't want to get into it. But I'll tell you something, it works. He's doing it little by little throughout different rooms. So I let him take out the carpet that was no good, and he's been putting in squares. You know, I used to buy the pitchers. I don't see pitchers, but those would work good. And you put them inside the totes, and you make a bunch of holes with a soldering iron, and it becomes like a worm farm. You stuff all kinds of leaves and stuff in there. It works really good. Boy, I really like this. Oh my. I want to see if I can find something this would work with. Look at all the containers. My mind is just churning right now. Okay, that's not bad. You know, I think I know how this is going to work. Okay, inside? No. And I don't want to cut it. I know it's cuttable, but I don't want to do that. Maybe. Might be doable for the way I'm thinking. Boy, that would be cute. I love silicone. It's actually not me that loves silicone. It's the hummingbirds. They absolutely love the feel of the silicone. Oh, bingo. That'll work. I think that'll work. So now you got to find the lid that goes to the container. Boy, they have a lot of plastic containers there. I may end up getting some from my totes because I love stuffing them with leaves and making the holes, and the earthworms and the microbes go in there, and it's a constant food source for the plants. I've got a lot of videos on that. All right, so let's see what else they've got here. There's your plastic bag. Do they have those covers? There's the covers. You know, they don't have them all the time. You get 17 of them in there, different sizes. They're great. If you've got food left over, you put it in your own glass bowl, you can throw that cover on top. It works really good. I've got quite a few of them. I've even started seeds in containers and used the cover like a little greenhouse effect with that. All right, so let's see what they've got here. This is your kind of your glassware, coffee cups, bowls, and plates. Those are nice. That's a nice one. I like the colors. And then you got sunflowers. You got your alphabet, your letters R. Pause. Oh, and enjoy the little things. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see what's over here. White, black, and gray. Okay, they got dark blue, and then they've got some Easter colors. I don't know. Oh, these bowls? Oh my gosh, I love these bowls. $1.50. I bet you they're not. I bet you they're not $1.50. Okay, so they've got the blue color. Hold on. Now, let me tell you something about these bowls, and it's only these bowls, not the other ones. They don't break. I have never had one break. I use it for when I make popcorn. I use it for baking. You wouldn't bake in it, but you know, as a mixing bowl, I make salads in there, or I collect my vegetables in there around, you know, the yard, and then wash them in there and plant in there, and I've made water fountains out of them. I've never had one of those bowls break. They don't crack. You know, they've got a lot of nice drinkers, let's say, cups. All right, so they got cheese, really skimpy in there. Remember, very little is like $1.25 or $1.50. Those are all fogged up, but they've got food here too, and then it goes all the way up to I think like $7. Let's see. Can't really see in. We don't need to go through the food. You know, they've got a scanner here. Let's walk over here and scan some of this stuff and double check the prices. Remember, I found a bowl for a penny. Not a bowl, a set of 2 bowls for a penny at my old Dollar Tree that I go to. Okay, let's scan this. $1.25. That's not bad. Oh gosh, I get 1 or 2. Oh my. Okay, we're gonna get the 1. Let's see how much the makeup is. I love that makeup. Oh my goodness. Come on, let's turn it around. $1.25. Okay, we're gonna get that. And it just doesn't get into your creases or anything. And $1.25. I knew it wasn't $1.50. People walk by and they think the bowls are $1.50. They're old stock that they're bringing in, and they're made really well. And they're flexible bowls. All right, so they've got your chips here. And what's on the other side? Let's see. A lot of empty shelves. Juices. Look, there's nobody here. You can see all the way across the store. There's nobody down there. Okay, more candy. Is this the... No, this is not the same aisle. This is peanuts and sunflower seeds. Kind of your salty items. More sunglasses. Lots of sunglasses. And let's see what's over here. More food. They do have a lot of food here. Oh, look at the cups. How cute. Oh, that's something you can make a water fountain out of. Oh, and one orange and the rest are lemon and lime. Lots of different cups. Gee, they've got the matching trays. Now, they're small, but you get 4 for what, $1? Is it $1.25? And that makes good plant trays, too, especially when you... Oh, look at this. There's your big straws. See, these are too small. Those are pretty, but those are the big ones you can use for the fountains. Oh my goodness, $1.25. Keep that in mind. Some of you have asked me, where do you get the straws? You can get them at Dollar Tree. Grocery stores will sell them too, but that's really cheap. 50 of them, and you can use them for fountains. You can drink out of them too, but I use them for the fountains. All right, back to some of these bowls. I don't see the penny bowls I bought. I see different trays and stuff. Yeah, mine had some leftover bowls and they were a penny, but this is nice. This is the same plastic that those other containers I just showed you, those big bowls are made from. They don't break. See, look at this. One, because it's got a picture, for what, $1.50, $1.25. But here you get 4, and if you're propagating plants, you want to leave a little water, this is perfect. I do have some flower pot trays, but they've got these divots in there. And so they kind of get wobbly. I'm going to go check the price. We might as well. It's always good at Dollar Tree to check the price. I've been surprised for a penny. I've seen 50 cents. All right, $1.25 for 4 of them. Let's double check that. Yep, that is a good deal. I'm going to get some of these. Absolutely. And even to feed birds from. All right, so let's go look at spices. Now, I don't really buy spices here. Like, I really like whole peppercorn. I want to make sure I'm getting pepper and not dust. But look at all the different ones they've got. I mean, if you're in a pinch and you need some. And then they've got the condiments. Now, I'm going to tell you something. If I had to pick something to buy, and let's say I needed to buy mustard or something, I would pick either one of these. Why? The container is yellow. When you're done with the mustard, you just cut it right there, and then you plant in it. And you've got a container that's pre-colored. You don't have to do anything, and you put it in your planters, and you can layer. Works really good. I literally have bought in food just for the glassware or the container. Not too often, but I've also bought it to make fountains out of. All right, let's see what's on here. Over here. V8. Let me tell you something. I make my own drink every single day. At least I try. And I can't imagine 100% vegetables. I can't read it in the store. It's so hard to read. The light is reflecting. Salt. Okay. It's not 100%. Citric acid. No, they did add in 100% vegetables, but then they've got flavoring. No. You know, you need a garden if you're not gardening, because I make the best drink. A few leaves from the garden, and I make my own tea, and then I make my own vegetable drinks. And I know it's 100% organic. All right, I think I'm going to get one of these. These are wonderful. Look, they come with the hook. If you go buy the hook separate, they're $1.25, $1.50. But you're going to get the metal rack and the hook with it. So make sure the set is there, because I can see some of them are not there. That's perfect. And the bowl, beautiful. Let's go check the price and see how much this is. But make sure the set is there, and it is $1.50. So you get the basket with the hanging wire. and you know, the chain, and that is great. You put that bowl in there and you can now make a water feature. You can plant flowers in there, you can plant some herbs, vegetables, whatever you want. You can't beat it. And make sure you get a bowl, and then you've got it, you know, and you're good to go. Now I want to show you these bowls. Now if they still have them, those blue bowls, they come in gray as well, and they did have them in turquoise. They really will last a very long time. You can hear it's a different type of plastic. These, I've literally brought them home and they've cracked right away. I mean, literally in 2 days. So keep in mind, if they've got the better bowls, grab one that's kind of flexible and not so shiny. The shiny ones, I've noticed a lot of those don't last. So that, gee, I don't know how many to get. I think I've got a stack at home. Literally like maybe 10 of them. I just use them for everything and I love them. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna get 2. They're really good bowls. You can't beat the price on them. Okay, let's see. Wire baskets, perfect. Again, don't go to the garden department to look for these. These are perfect for your young plants. You're starting squash, tomato plants, whatever you've got. You put this on top. The birds won't get them. Your cats, dogs. You know, just sit it on top. It will protect the young plants. It works fantastic. I've seen them for sale by gardeners for triple the money, and here you can get them here for what, $1.50. A good investment. And if you want to keep it in place, use a tomato stake or a skewer. Look, they even have them in white. Trash cans, I get them for 98 cents, I think, at Walmart if you want to grow in them. And then, oh, here's the wire baskets I use in the garden for the birds. They go like that, upside down, and then the birds go in and out, and it keeps the big scrub jays and pigeons out. So there's designated feeders for designated birds, for certain birds. So the small birds can have peace when they eat. Okay, so let's see what they've got here. Look how pretty. They've got kitchen towels, they've got mats, dinnerware, cups. Very nice. Let's see what else they've got here. Spring, you know, we are in spring. Oh, that's nice. Silicone handles, or the end part, the whole thing. The handle is too. And towels and oven mitts. Happy spring. I hope so, because part of our winter was more like summer. Okay, so we're going to get this because I'm going to make a bird fountain out of that. A bird bath, I should say. And I need a basket. I need something else to give it a little more oomph, because that's not going to work. There's a lot of different ways I can do it. It's in my head, but I think I got an idea. That is going to look nice, and I'm going to get the other basket, that one. You'll see when I get it together. I hope it works. It should. And then I'm going to get that. I put the blue bowl back. I think there's 10 at home. And I know they've got them if I want to come back. And then I kind of went through all those, and I think the gray one, even though I wanted something with more color, I know how I'm going to get more color on that. So I think I'm going to change it around a little bit. That will work. They're kind of low on different designs, but I think that's it. So there's what I'm getting today. Yep, that's it. So we're going to get that. I like the idea they had a white wire basket, and let's double check the price on this. Okay, that one is $1.50. All right, so that's their new stock. Their old stock is still $1.25. Some of them, not all of it, just some of it. All right, always check prices. Like I said, I found something for a penny. All right, so I'm in line, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed this, but I'm going home. Look at all that. So I hope you enjoyed this. You know, I was not going to do a video. I walked into this store I haven't been at for a long time. It's spotless. And I ended up finding some stuff that I think I can make a really cute, adorable fountain. Give me a few days. Give me a week. I don't know. I'm trying to plant and get everything else done, but I'll get it done. And then we'll see if my fountain works for birds. With that, have a wonderful day. And don't forget to eat what you grow. Bye-bye. Boy, another warm day. Can you believe? It's going to be in the 80s all week. Bye-bye. I love it. Stay warm, you guys that are cold, please. It will straighten out. I hope it's sometime. Bye-bye. And in case you didn't believe me, I want you to see this. This was, what, over a week ago I went, and I couldn't believe when I scanned it. It was something they were clearing out of their stock. They said they didn't want it. 2 big bowls, Sterilite, for a penny. I got I think 10 sets. That's all they had left. So keep an eye out for stuff and make sure you scan your items while you're there. You can't beat that.